Here we go. So we're finally back into XDefiant. This game has been my favorite shooter. I think one of my favorite shooters like of all time. I've really enjoyed playing it, but unfortunately it did not make Ubisoft enough money, rip free to play games. So it is shutting down within 24 hours. I am going to be playing it for a little over an hour because I have the time to do so. I'm going to be bidding this game farewell by playing it as hard as I can. I have the TTS on. For those of you who want to just chat with me while I stream, this is going to be very chill, very casual. You can ask me whatever questions you want, more or less. I don't want to dive too much into politics, maybe, because I kind of want to keep this chill. But also, I'm going to be in the VC on my Discord server. So if you go into my Discord server, go to the Audiovisual Communications channel on there, you'll be able to chat with me. You'll be able to see me. Yeah, so we can have a conversation that way if you want to be part of the stream. I do plan on doing more streams where I like talk with people and stuff, but I gotta schedule those out. I've got a couple people I want to do interviews with and things, like Mr. Pizza, who's here in the chat. I want to have him on to talk about PWS, which is like a CPU versus CPU wrestling series that he's been doing. I want to talk to
Mr.
the
Pizza.
Angry Canadian.
Said in the
For
chat.
sure.
Sounds good. I'm
That's
gonna be
there we
hyped
go.
for when you get around to PWS Season 1 Episode 10 and 11. That's gonna be amazing. Some of the best editing you'll see from me.
Nice. I'm interested to see kind of what you have in store, but especially to hear you kind of break down the context of everything in the game. Not everything in the game, everything in the tournament, and sort of like how everything came to be, your concepts, like all that stuff. That'd be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that for sure. But also the Angry Canadian, I want to have him on the stream. He's got some thoughts about the state of the Canadian economy, the state of Canadian politics. We haven't chatted since Pierre Poilievre lost his race against Mark Carney, so I'm looking forward to having him on the stream as well. I also think it's just better just to like be talking with folks on stream. I think that makes for better content than just reacting to a video. Not that that makes for bad content, because clearly I've gotten some views that way, but you know what I mean. I was not expecting it to drop me straight into a match here. Wait, XDefiant service is not available at this time. What? I thought for sure the game was getting shut off tomorrow. Wait, is the game shut
Mr.
off?
Pizza.
There's no way it's shut off.
Said in the chat. Yet I'll break down the lore in due time. I want you to be able to react to the last episodes of Season 1 and 2 before that. Because I think you'll be very impressed with how well it's put together.
Okay, the servers remain active. The game will be fully playable until June 3rd. So, June 3rd is tomorrow. I'm thinking I'll be able to play. There's no way the game's already shut down. Okay, yeah, we're starting to get a progress bar here, so. Yeah, everyone online saying it's gonna be in a few hours, yeah.
Better get cracking on that zone defense.
Here we go. What was that? I mean, one thing that's nice about this, it's kind of a shame, but I do think that it's going to be a lot quicker to get into matches, because so many people are going to be hopping on to play the game for the last time. Because the remaining time is 90 seconds on this one. So. Yeah, great game though. I really wonder if SiegeX is gonna touch this game. Like, with how good this game is, how fast paced the gameplay is, how lightweight it is too. I'm really interested to see what SiegeX is like. And I think it's gonna be free, right? I think it's like in next Tuesday. I think if you like try to download it or whatever,
Hello?
you'll
Anybody there?
have access to the free
I'd settle
version of
for
it.
a fight or
the
flight
game.
response.
Mr. Pizza. Said in the chat. I'll send you the big Season 2 episodes to react after you get to the Season 1 ones. You're gonna love it, trust.
I mean, honestly, I don't care if you like. I know you want to wait.
Keep the goons out of your zone.
But like, honestly, I'm completely fine with you just sending me. Hold on. I'm completely fine with you sending me the videos into the React request channel. Oh my goodness, that was just lame. Oh, I got one person. Okay. I see me.
I'm knackered.
I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and send the videos into React requests. Like, I'm not gonna be overwhelmed. I'm just gonna like go back and look for your links, play them. So like, yeah, you don't have to worry about it being like too much or whatever. Well, that was quick. I guess I did get warned though that it said like 90 seconds remaining.
You're an attacker now.
I'll use my aggro loadout. Wait. Is that a different? There we go. Okay, I was about to say, I literally hit aggro loadout. It picked the wrong weapons. That was weird. It's kind of funny how little I played this game and how much better I am at it than Halo, even though I've been playing Halo for years.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. That's fair. It's just that they're bound to get confused. Since I already sent Season 1 ones, I'd say as long as you read the titles to make sure you're reacting in order, then I could send them.
Oh, cool. Oh my goodness. I thought I got them. I mean, they're all in like seasons, right? If you send the links in order, I'll read them in order. Oh, okay. Okay, I gotta give him that. That was a nice sneak. I wonder if this loadout is hurting the chat. Oh. Well, yeah, to be fair, I didn't really get that many hits in. My aim was good though. I liked my aim. I was happy with that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. Oh, okay. Well, to be fair, you had a sniper rifle. So. All right, let's push it here.
verge of overtaking the enemy team's progress. Don't let up.
That does not shock me. We're playing quite well here. Yeah, that was easy. That was, oh, that's right. This is one of those modes where all you gotta do is just do better than the other team.
Maybe when this is over, there'll be a knighthood in it for you.
Nice, nice. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. Okay. Is that a good zone control score? Interesting, I kind of joined there in the middle. And I still ended up kind of being in the mix there with that objective score. Oh, did you guys see that Asmongold is multi-streaming now? He puts on multi-streaming to several platforms, at least a few platforms. Oh, nice. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. His main is Twitch. He's streaming on Kick now.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. Okay, I sent the links to the big season 2 ones with a brief summary of the plot. Then I replied to the comment where I sent season 1 for you to refer back to.
Wait.
Mr. Pizza.
So I'm supposed to watch season 1.
Hope that helps.
Wait, I'm supposed to watch season 1 and then season 2, right?
Bagley online.
I mean, if I'm just supposed to watch it in order like that, then I feel like I'm good. That like explains it enough, right? I'm just watching chronologically. And one thing too is like, I don't need a ton of context because I do want to be able to ask you questions when you hop on the stream to be like, okay, like what were your thoughts behind this and all that. Like I could ask you the same questions for sure. But having you on the stream where I can learn from you, I feel like would be a nice touch. But it's up to you. If you want me to go in it less blind, like go into the videos less blind, I can do that too. I'm gonna go back to my main.
Loadout refreshed.
There we go. Okay.
Reloading. I need healing.
Oh. I am not. I was not fast enough for him, it seems. What is this? Just TDM? Let's go. Oof. This is kind of a cool map. I've never played on it before.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat. Yes.
Oh,
watch the 2 final episodes of season 1.
Dang.
Then watch the season 2 final episodes. I removed the part where I told you the plot so you can go in blind. I look forward to your reactions.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it too. I almost got the elim. Oh, come on, come on, come on. If someone kills him, I need to get the assist at least.
Need to reload.
Oh, dang it. See, I'm not good at these shooters, man.
Sometimes you just have to get back on the horse.
Yeah, I feel like that's proof.
Several times in a row.
Grenade! Catch!
No! How are you gonna tell me I didn't get a headshot on that? Of course, I'll watch the instant replay and I'll see that of course I didn't get the headshot. But like, I felt like, at the very least, I had his shoulders in my sights, man. Like, gotta give me something. Oh, I guess I'm not supposed to do that. I guess I'm not supposed to do that. There we go. Nice TTK there. Oh. All right, all right, all right.
Deploying proximity mine.
We're actually tied. For some reason, I thought we'd be losing. Oh my goodness. Reloading took too long.
Mr. Pizza.
That guy was clueless. If I didn't have to
Said in the
reload,
chat,
I would have easily gotten it.
if it works best for you to one stream react to the season 1 ones, then another stream do the season 2 ones, then that's totally cool. Don't worry about getting to all 4 of them in one sitting.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. And also another thing too is I got to figure out how to slot the uploads for each segment as well. And I like literally have like 2 to 3 weeks worth of Not Newbie highlights footage recorded from the streams already. So yeah, I do want to do the reactions streams like the next time I stream, but there's no rush for me to like get them all done in one go. I completely agree.
No need to overanalyze this. Grenades away.
I'm so bad at these games. It's funny how bad I am at these games, but I love these games to death, like the shooter games. Oh. I will say though, like the games like I feel like the games like Power World could be my bread and butter. Let's go! There we go, there we go. That was a nice kill. Shot him in the elbow a few times. Was
Mr.
worth
Pizza said in the chat, yeah, there's no rush. They ain't going anywhere. My hype will remain high until the reaction.
As it should, as it should, as it should. You don't need a machine gun. You don't need 30 rounds. Buy a shotgun. Buy a double barrel shotgun. Oh, dang it. Bro walking around it with a sniper shooting at mid-range. Absolutely bonkers.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, but yet as I said, I did reply to the comment where I sent you season 1 for you to refer back to.
Oh, I was not expecting him to shoot me. That was kind of crazy. It's kind of annoying. I will run up on these people and they'll just one-shot me. Now maybe they just have good aim and they're using because they're using shotguns and I'm using like an automatic weapon. But
Ducking grenade.
yeah, it's a little bit annoying for sure. Ooh. I think I must have gotten killed by the whole team by this point.
You're about to win this. Don't choke in the real or figurative sense.
Yeah,
The end's in
I hate to be the
sight,
negative
and it's
Nancy, but I definitely feel I'm
anybody's
gonna choke here. It also doesn't help that I'm pretty tired.
Coming up on the finish line. Still in front. End's in sight, and it's anybody's game.
Oh, I was not expecting someone to come around behind me for some reason. I thought that area was a lot less congested than it was.
The end's in sight, and it's anybody's game.
Yeah, I guess it is. Man, down 7. Not super spread out, but I kind of wish that we could catch up.
Coming up on the police side, this one officer can see through walls now. Consider running rather than hiding.
You think I might do
Battle
that?
will conclude momentarily. Please gather all personal belongings.
I just don't want to be the last death for our team.
Your team won.
Oh, we did. Oh,
Also win by proxy.
man, yo, I misinterpreted which team I was on. I don't know why I thought it was Team Red instead of Team Blue. The whole time I was looking at the score, I literally thought that we were red, and I was like, oh no, we're losing. Yeah, moral support, that's me, let's go. Dang. That's funny. I thought we were losing the whole time, but really we were winning. That's crazy. Nice, nice. Let's see. Oh, I don't have any shotguns in here. That's a shame. Oh, what was I talking about earlier? Oh, yeah. So, I did see that Asmongold is streaming. He's multi-streaming now. No, he is a Twitch streamer. Now he's multi-streaming onto Kick. He says he's thinking about adding other platforms later once he gets the hang of multi-streaming onto Kick. Then, right around that time, Tectone said, who's another, he's a YouTube streamer. And I think he's on Twitch as well. I think he's multi-streamed on both. Maybe I'm wrong, but he's streaming on Kick now as well. Kind of interesting to see so many people embrace Kick. I felt like it kind of came out of nowhere because I feel like Kick hasn't had momentum in a long time. Like clearly, I think it makes sense if you're like an edgy-ish content creator, like you're outside of like kind of like the woke sphere of content creators. It makes sense to go to Kick. But also, I feel like YouTube is like just as good. Like, I certainly find myself there.
Hello? Anybody there? I'd settle for a fight or flight response.
And I'm not streaming on Kick. I'm streaming on YouTube. I wouldn't be opposed to streaming on Kick. I would certainly consider it. But I think for now, the mobile experience just isn't good enough for me to feel comfortable being like, hey guys, go watch me on Kick instead of YouTube. If you know what I mean. The YouTube experience, I think, is like better than the other experiences. I will say the chat is better, of course. I love the chat on Twitch and on Kick. The Twitch and Kick chat is amazing, but just with YouTube, like you can turn your screen off and then hear the stream while you're listening. If you're on mobile, it's a lot more convenient if you're already watching videos. Then like it's just there. It's just, I don't know, I find it a lot more convenient to use YouTube for streaming rather than the other platforms. And I'm saying this as a viewer. Like, if I'm hyper fixated on like the bitrate and all this stuff, like I would probably pick another platform. But if you're just being casual or just like from a viewer's perspective, I feel like YouTube clears, especially if you're not familiar with emotes. Oh, between the legs, he megged me. I think for me to start streaming on Kick, I think they would have to drastically improve the mobile experience. I think it's a big thing. It's a big thing because the switching from like the main player to the mini player is very janky, even within the app, for example. And when you turn your screen off, the stream stops playing. So it's very inconvenient if you want to just like listen to the stream, you don't want to watch it. Which, like, for me, like, my stream is like political talk, more or less. Political talk, react content, commentary. This is the type of thing that you want to listen to and not necessarily watch. I mean, you can watch it if you want, but I'm very much conscious of the fact that the type of content I make, it's the type of thing that people will sit on their phones and then go do something else while they listen to me, versus just sitting and watching me, I don't know, like play a video game. If I was a bit of a gamer, I wouldn't care as much. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should have seen that grenade coming, to be fair. But man, I do miss the gaming streams. Gaming streams are fun. Of course, I will abide by my word. Right in the Discord server, I did say that I will be streaming whatever game y'all pick for me to play. Once this game shuts down, and y'all picked chess, so I will be streaming chess. Oh, little choppy there. You guys saw the frame rates drop, right? So, you know, blame it on the night. You don't blame it on me. That one was not my fault. Got in the way. I was about to knock that person out. Dang.
Mr. Pizza said in the chat, for all the PWS reactions, I'll clip them for the highlights channel.
I think I'm actually set for the highlights channel. Like, I think because of bandwidth to clip everything that I need to. Like, because I have so much content lined up, I'm not going to stream as much. And I'm going to use that time for video production. And not just video production for the highlights channel. Because I'm going to be, like, you know, the non-newbie vlogs channel. Like, I'm revamping that channel. I'm going to use, like, the downtime that I have when I'm not doing political streams to really crank out and edit some videos. Like, I plan on editing, like, 1 or 2 videos tonight, maybe. If I've got the time. And
in retreat.
Like, I don't need to. Typically, I literally will be editing the video like the night before, but I've got so many clips from the VODs, and they're downloaded onto the computer. Like, I record, so I want to edit the VODs into the clips so that I can delete them from my PC. I mean, I do appreciate the offer of you offering to edit my clips for me, but I don't know. I guess I feel like it's like simple enough that I don't need help in that department necessarily. Man, this game is so fun. Hey man, it makes me want to play Nerf guns with my siblings again.
2, 1.
Well, they got, what was it, 58% of the way through? 58%.
Now you're on the attack. Leave no packets behind.
So we got to beat that. Yeah, I'm not great at chess. Streaming chess is gonna be weird because if I'm streaming, I'm gonna have chat and stuff. I feel like it's gonna be distracting and it might throw me off my game. But I mean, hey, that might make me better. You know, if I can push through that adversity and the distractions, might be good for me. I'm not a great chess player compared to most. Like I can win like a family tournament and like that'll be it. But I do think that even those tournaments, like, we're all pretty closely matched when it comes to chess. Pretty evenly matched.
The hostiles never reached the delivery zone, so you just need to pass this progress point.
Oh my goodness. I was a fool. I was a fool. Oh. What did we get? Like 20% of the way through in one go? Not bad.
Closing on the checkpoint.
Now, we only have 4 minutes, but you know, time flies when you're having fun. I feel like it's not, the question is not can we beat their time, can we beat their progress? I think we most certainly can. The question is, can we beat the clock? We've got a good squad here. And we're making good headway. I think we've already beat like their 50% mark. Why are they playing so poorly? I think it took them forever to get to where they were at. Bro, I feel like I'm walking on cake right now. What the heck is this? Yeah, what was this? Bro, what was this?
That's a win. Maybe when this is
Oh, but Mr. Pizza, speaking of editing videos, well, I guess if you want to, you could hop into the stream as well, because of course I'm in the Discord server. But if you want to edit my like reaction and put them up on your channel,
yo, not in.
oh hey, what's up? Yo, I was gonna say, sorry, I get a little distracted when I'm trying to talk and look at and do something at the same time.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, if you want to clip my reactions and put them on your channel, you can do that, because I don't know, I'm a big fan of, like, if I'm interacting with someone else's content, they can post me on their channel. If I'm like interviewing someone, like if they make an appearance on my stuff, like a live appearance, then you can post that on your channel too. Like if you wanted to, like, I'd be more than happy.
That idea. I actually don't mind that. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, and also it can help, like, if you've got like if I have like a content bottleneck, like for me, I've got like at least probably like 6 or 7 clippable segments for my highlights, not counting the wrestling stuff. Like, you can put your stuff out now, and then like my reactions out, and I'll still end up uploading it for myself. But yeah.
Right. Yeah. That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah. Have you been watching my gameplay? What do you think about my terrible gaming skills?
I mean, to be fair, you play better than I do in games like that.
Really?
So.
Yeah, what good games do you play usually though?
Well, I really like obviously playing the WWE games a lot. I still play a good amount of Fortnite with friends, and the main game I play though has got to be the Outlast Trials. It's the main game I play.
Outlast Trials. I've been hearing people talk about that. What type of game is that?
It's really good. So it's a co-op psychological horror game, and you can play it solo or multiplayer. It's really good.
That's cool. But I mean, I'm not into horror, so I know people who are into
Right.
horror games, but those people are not me.
Yeah, I mean, you probably wouldn't. I mean, I remember you reacted to the trailer of it before.
Oh yeah, I think that must have
And
been
you
a
were
while
like,
ago.
you're just like, I'm not really a fan of types of games. This guys in gas masks spraying people. I'm not really a fan of that stuff.
On brand. Yeah, no, I like my games a little bit more chill. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, while I'm here, do you want the rundown of PWS, or do you want to save that for another time? What are you thinking?
I really wanted to save that for like a separate video.
Alright.
Because I
No,
feel like
that's
if we
good.
talked
That's cool.
about it, I would clip it and put it on the stream. But I also don't want it to be like this random gameplay of a dead game, like, and also I'm not
Right.
as focused. Yeah.
Right, but it's really good. I think no doubt the only thing I'll say is for the last 2 episodes of season 1 and season 2 that I sent you, you're gonna be very impressed with like how things are put together, to say the least.
Oh, okay. Like, are you
Yeah, you're
saying
gonna be very
story
impressed
wise?
with the amount of
To the death.
like story wise and just mainly presentation wise. Like, especially season 2 took a long time to make, especially the final episode of season 2. That took a while to make. That took hours of recording to put together.
Oh, that's impressive.
I think it took at least a good 4+ hours of just the raw footage in total, just kind of setting everything up
That
for it
makes
to go
sense.
my way. So
Why did my I feel like something's off in my mouse sensitivity? Oh yeah, so I think you saw my poll where I was like, once Xifine dies, what game should I play? Right? Were you one of the people who voted for chess?
no. I suck at chess too. But yeah, so X Defiant, huh? That game's shutting down then?
Yep, this one right here, the COD Killer, is what people called it.
Capture zone at risk.
Well, the COD killer died.
Literally, yes.
Not much of a COD killer anymore, too.
Not really, no. I mean, to be fair, I would be
I'd
playing
say
COD if it ran
gameplay-wise-
lighter, like quite literally. So,
Like,
to me,
I'd say
it killed my interest in COD.
Gameplay-wise, it's no different than COD. If anything, it's probably just as bad.
Well, they were saying it's like a better COD, a smoother COD, a cleaner COD. It's kind of what I've
I'm
been
not a
hearing.
big fan of COD. Not a big fan of it.
I think I would have been a big fan of COD if I was allowed to play it as a kid. But I wasn't, and as an adult, I can't
problem is,
justify
like-
spending $70 to play on one video game that's going to be offline and shut down in 2 years.
Horse,
You know?
horse kills you several times in a
Yeah, not only that, it's like, no, I mean, I would play some of the older COD games for like the campaign and stuff like that. That's fun, but like in terms of like COD itself, the whole online space is absolutely trash.
Yeah, but when it comes to shooting, I prefer like multiplayer shooters. I don't prefer campaigns. Like I will play the campaign. Like I do plan on
Right.
eventually playing all of the Halo campaigns because I have every single Halo game. But
Right.
I don't know. For me, I just like running and gunning and dying. Like that's
Yeah, fair enough.
that's it for me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Another game I've been playing a lot more recently are like Guitar Hero games. I've been playing a lot of those recently.
Oh, are those still around?
Yeah, well, I mainly play Clone Hero, which it's really good.
Clone Hero. Is that like a open source like?
So Clone Hero is basically like, obviously it's Guitar Hero, right? But
What's a clone,
there's
right?
so much freedom to it. You get to have, you can set custom lanes, custom video backgrounds. You get to add your own songs in there. Like, no, like with Guitar Hero games themselves, like the amount of songs you play are the limited ones that they have in the game.
Oh,
But
I
Clone
see.
Hero is just Clone Hero has an entire community that charts songs that you can download and import into the game and play it.
So what is it? Is it like a mod of Guitar Hero, or is it its own separate game?
It's its own separate game. It's completely free.
Oh, that's cool. So, is it legal? like, How did they get
Yes.
around the legality of everything?
It's legal, yeah.
Zone contested.
It's kind of impressive.
Big cap-
And the best thing is like you can play with a normal controller too, because you could just you can enable gamepad mode, which is where you don't have to worry about strumming or anything like you would with a Guitar Hero controller itself.
But I thought that's part of the fun, is that you simulate the
Well,
strolling.
yeah, well, yeah, but like it's just if you don't have one, you can still play with a normal controller.
Oh, I see. So it is compatible with the
Yes.
the guitars. Oh, but that's neat
Yeah,
too.
and then normal controllers too if you want. You know, you can set gamepad mode on, so and then if any song you download still has strumming in it, even with gamepad mode, there's a modifier you can put on called auto strum, which is really cool because auto strum basically, well, any strumming parts, it will automatically do it for you. And another cool thing about the auto strum modifier is that like if you hold down the button to hit a lane of notes that's all in a row, it will automatically hit them. You can just hold it down instead of rapid pressing.
But man, that sounds like cheating though.
Hey, but is it really cheating if the creators themselves put it in the game?
That's a
That's
good
the real question.
It's a good question. It's like the aimbot shooter that came out, where it's like
I mean, to
someone
be
made.
fair, to be fair, you don't get like your score set for the song with like certain modifiers on. So like you'll get your performance score at the end of the song, right?
Yeah.
But it won't show up in like the list of music you have with certain modifiers.
Oh, like certain mods.
Yeah. But still, it's really fun. Like, if you just want to jam out with some friends, you know, it's really fun.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. I mean, I don't know. I do prefer my video games in general be a little bit more like adventurous or energetic.
Well, I mean, you can always have wonderful video backgrounds in the game. Like, you could put Ian, you know, Ian of Smosh, you know, he's my background for the game.
Oh.
It's just Ian spazzing out in the background for, like, all the songs. It's really funny.
That is cool. Wait, so you're a big fan of Smosh, right?
Yeah, I love Smosh.
So what do you think about Smosh coming back?
I was so happy when Ian and Anthony came back and like they were bringing back the original part of Smosh. I haven't watched in a while since they came back, but I know like they did come back, and I did watch their like video that they made when they first came back together, and it felt just like the old days of Smosh. It was really awesome.
That is cool. I have never oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I've never sort of like grown up watching Smosh. So I never really had like much of attachment or like affinity to like the Smosh stuff specifically. And I've seen clips of their stuff. It just didn't seem like it was for me. But like I loved like Anthony Padilla's stream channel. The one thing is like around the time when he changed the thumbnails, I feel like he changed the style of the interviews he would do to an extent, which I didn't love. But still, I have great respect for his like skill as an interviewer. Very, very impressive to me, and his ability to net and find like the most interesting and unique characters to interview, and sort of like give them like space to sort of like be themselves and kind of like tell their side of like their lives and their fandoms and their lifestyle or whatever. I found, even if it wasn't like something I necessarily do with the support, like giving them the opportunity to like spread their voice was pretty admirable. Like it almost bordered on journalism to me, like really, like a sit down interview on 60 Minutes, but just for the internet and furries.
Right. I would say overall, like channels I grew up with, like Smosh was one of them. Obviously, Smosh was one of the channels I grew up with. I'd say classic Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie. I grew up with them as well. Like not even them like where they currently are, like classic. Like we're talking like the old school versions of them.
Oh yes, like N-word PewDiePie.
This was when I was like 10. So like I don't know, was PewDiePie saying the N-word 11 years ago?
Maybe.
I mean, maybe. Then again, maybe.
I mean, he only said
know
it once.
2018
Like,
I mean, I know 2018 PewDiePie said the N-word.
yes,
I know
that's
that.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, that PewDiePie, but not like just like normal PewDiePie, like classic, you know, his worst enemy Barrels PewDiePie, that one.
I'm not super
then
familiar with them, but I am familiar with some of this stuff.
Yeah, I'd say, and it's like a lot of Minecraft channels like Stampy, Dan TDM, you know, classics as well. Obvious,
yes.
the obvious classics. Can't go wrong with them.
The pre-Dream
Ending here.
SMP era of Minecraft YouTube.
Right. I'd say there was like a lot of WWE 2K channels I grew up watching as well, like Chris Danger, you know, BDE, grew up with them as well. Another one, like, he doesn't do WWE 2K anymore. He's a music artist now.
Really?
But he was known as Will Power. He music artist now, but at the time he was the most over-the-top energetic creator for WWE games, and I really loved his humor and energy. He was a blast to watch.
That is cool. That was cool.
And he did a little bit of COD as well, but it was mostly WWE. But he's like a full-on music person now.
Have you listened to his music? How do you feel about his music?
Losing yourself?
I don't think I've heard any of it. I haven't checked his channel in a long time, so for all I know, he could have went back to WWE, which is very unlikely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I guess as you get older, your tastes change.
I could look in on him like right now and see what he's up to. It's probably still music or something, which again, respect.
Yeah. Oh, so when it comes to Minecraft, did you ever get yourself into like the Dream SMP and then after that like the QSMP and all that stuff like that? No.
No, it's really bad.
Wait, so you didn't like that?
No, I did not. Nah.
Why not? Because I never got into it because it seemed you're not. I mean, I never.
Yeah. By the way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Will Power is still doing music. That's what he's doing now is music. That's cool. But yeah, I never got into Dream.
You didn't? I mean, I found some of the people around Dream to be someone interesting, like Tubbo. Tommy Innit is I'm so annoyed because I think Tommy Innit, somewhere inside of that man,
A bit of him.
is an expert comedian. But
David
like,
Studio
have you seen his
Animations.
appearance on Logan Paul's
Said in the
podcast?
Those
I
were the
haven't-
days, everyone.
Maybe.
Because that, if you haven't seen it,
Remember.
go watch it. It's legitimately one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Enter your
But
credit card number to continue.
I've
Just
never,
kidding.
and
I
that's the
already know.
first I'd ever seen of him too. Like I had never watched like anything for the Dream SMP or whatever. At the time, I was kind of a fan of Logan Paul's podcast.
5,
I
4,
saw the interview
3,
and I was like, this
2,
dude is hilarious.
1.
He had me in stitches like half of the episode. It was ridiculous. And then I go and like watch some of his stuff, and he's kind of funny, but he just never was as funny as he was
You're an
in that
attacker
episode
now.
of Impulsive.
Yeah, I feel like. Well, bro, I mean, I feel like, well, when he was on Impulsive, I mean, it was one of those things where it's like he's on a podcast, he's not like behind his own channel, so he can let loose a bit more, sort of thing. But
Well, it
again, like I
wasn't
feel
that.
like his audience no doubt respect him if he would
Yeah.
just be fully himself for his content, you know?
I think he is himself, but when it comes to like the humor, I think the reason why he was so funny on Impulsive, I don't know why everything is appearing so janky right now. The reason why he was so funny in Impulsive, and he talked about this before, was that when he appeared on the podcast, he was very like uncomfortable and nervous.
The other team just did.
And
Everything will work out.
the interesting thing is like some of the best comedy comes from being uncomfortable. And so I think that sort of like pushed
Yeah.
him to be funnier than he would have been otherwise. And now he's a lot more comfortable. He's
well,
on his
yeah,
own
because I
platform.
know-
He's on his own stand-ups. So he's a lot less
Right.
funny now.
Right. It's one of those things where, like, I mean, it's pretty common too. Like, a lot of people, like, when you're like really nervous in a situation, especially meeting people that you don't know for the first time, or maybe you're like, you got friends over online, but like you're actually meeting up in person now, you know, just like, and maybe just in general, just like talking it up with random people, you know, you end up, so a lot of people have a lot of social anxiety these days, which is no doubt, I mean, you know, social media, everything like that has no doubt made that very prominent, but sometimes the best thing to do is to make yourself feel more comfortable, is to just crack jokes, make yourself laugh, and then maybe they'll laugh along with you.
Right. Yeah, it's extremely disarming.
Sort of
and
thing. Because,
in a good way.
yeah, it's like, yeah, a lot of people have that social anxiety, but it makes sense, you know. We're all tied behind screens nowadays and don't exactly get a lot of human interaction.
Yeah.
And then you also have to keep in mind too, like, stuff like autism and everything is a lot more common now in today's day and age than it was back then, which really does hamper a lot of people's social abilities.
Yeah.
Not
I wonder why that is.
a lot of it does.
It's kind of funny because like people, the interesting thing is people love to abort autistic babies too. So it's like, with all that going on, like, you would be surprised. I'm kind of surprised at how many people have autism nowadays. But yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, then again, like, I feel like it definitely ties. It just kind of ties into economy circumstances a lot. A lot of people now, they don't eat the healthiest things, right?
You're telling me that McDonald's gives you autism? This is like some like RFK Jr. levels of rhetoric.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. No.
Oh, it makes your babies autistic? Is that what you're saying?
No. Something like that. No, I'm just saying, like, just in general, so many people nowadays, they just don't eat healthy anymore. They give themselves a lot, well, one, they set themselves up for a lot of health issues and can start developing them, and then, you know, eventually they give, you know, they'll give birth to everything. They'll give birth to their child, and obviously your child, you inherit
is causing autism.
No, I'm just saying, well, here's the thing. Okay, listen. There's no doubt that, like, there's no doubt that, think of it this way. There's a lot of things that we do eat, a lot of things that we do drink. There's a lot of all these, like, dyes and everything that we consume. Yeah. And who's to say that it's not linked to stuff like that people consume, therefore they end up getting it. Therefore, when they do have children, it transfers through them through genes. It's like, it sucks because, like, this wasn't something back in the day, but then things went to factory, ultra processed, artificial dyes, artificial this, synthetic this, and because, like, the world over time transferred to that. They got a lot lazier. They had machines, everything like that, take over for manual labor, and, you know, it's just something we've seen progressively get worse. But I mean, America, everything is cheap in America. Everything is, like, made as cheaply as possible. I think that's something we can both agree on.
Well, true. I'm just not convinced that, like, McDonald's is causing autism.
I'm not saying McDonald's is the root cause.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you're saying junk food. McDonald's is like the staple junk food. I will say, if you give me a study that proves what you're saying, I'll take it. But unless you're just saying you're speculating, which is fine too.
McDonald's and stuff. I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's just like interesting these days because, to be fair,
David
things
Studio
like ADHD,
animations.
autism, all that kind of stuff, we don't like fully know where all that comes from, really.
Things like that really have degraded a lot of us.
It's just like, it's weird. It just seems like nowadays, right? You're born, you have it.
What kind of map is this?
It's ever so common.
What type of map is this? Are you watching the stream?
What's going on?
What type of map is this? This is like, I don't even
Studio
know.
Animations is in the chat.
Oh yeah,
That's an
I see him in the chat.
David's doing animations himself.
Yeah, he's on your side there. He's on the RFK Jr. side. But like, look at this map. What kind of map is this?
Very good question.
Like, it looks like a PlayStation game that was created in the Unity engine. Like,
PlayStation.
Dead enemies drop bounties. Scoop them up and stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting times we live in.
Yep, autistic times.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's something, because I mean, stuff like this did exist then, of course, but it wasn't so common back then. A lot of doctors and everything back then just didn't really know what it was.
That's a good point. Part of it too is I've heard this theorized is that the changes in how autism gets diagnosed is increasing the rates of.
So it's like, think of it this way: you go back somewhere, go back to the 50s. Stuff like autism, ADHD in like the 50s, right, was super uncommon. It wasn't as common now, but now you jump to modern times. It's 2025, and it seems everybody's that's born is diagnosed with one of the two, or both. Because usually, if you have for one, like me, have ADHD, you likely have autism as well, because you're on the spectrum instantly. That's how they have it categorized. You have ADHD, you are on the spectrum for autism, and you likely have it, or at least a mild form of it.
I see.
Of course, again, you have to go through doctors to get tested for it and all that kind of stuff, but you can pretty much just like look up all the signs of it and pretty much determine yourself if you have it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I do hear that in the mental health community that self-diagnosis is pretty frowned upon, but I mean, you're also completely right.
But I mean, it's frowned upon, yeah, but then again, like, doctors, man. Doctors are too expensive to go to these days, you know?
True.
So, and you know what the funny thing is? There's definitely people out there that will self-diagnose with a lot of things that they think they have. And a lot of people are going to think they're crazy for all that and everything, right? But when it comes to find out, they were right. They actually had everything they said they had.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think, the thing is, like, I think we know our bodies better than anyone else, I feel like.
Except for the doctors.
In some cases, but I do feel like for the most part, like...
I mean, if you're a woman,
like
it's a different story, but like, generally, yeah. Like,
yeah, in general sense, yeah.
Just because I hear generally doctors are not very good at listening to women, so... I mean, if you're talking about women, I would completely agree. That
said in the chat,
they know their bodies better than doctors.
I also
but...
do have autism.
I mean,
you're not alone here.
I mean, hey, I'm a man, and my doctor doesn't listen to me, so...
No.
So it's not just fully women. But again, granted, it might be, I don't keep up with all that stuff, but maybe it is more women are ignored more than men by doctors these days. But I feel like at the end of the day, doctors are they're either gonna listen to you or they're not.
True. I mean, yeah, I know it goes both ways. I think there are like studies and stuff that show.
I'm like, they should listen to you.
Oh, I'm not saying
but
they
not
shouldn't.
all of them do.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't at all.
Right, I'm just saying, like, well, all right. I mean, most of them, it's just like you could tell a doctor you shouldn't ignore your patient what they're saying to you, but let's be honest, a lot of them do. I mean, granted, of course, it all does depend on where in America you're living, what medical company owns that like hospital, because like there's all kinds of branches. There's like Mayo Clinics, OSFs, all that kind of stuff. There's like different branches for that. Some of them are better than others.
True.
Like the one we have here is absolute garbage.
Oh, rip.
Where we live, we have like where we live. I'd say we have some of the worst healthcare ever. Doctors just do not listen. But it's one of those things. Like, I mean, I'm gonna assume it's gonna vary depending on where you live, of course.
Yeah.
Look. You want good healthcare? Just go to Canada.
That is like the worst advice you could give anyone. People leave
That's what
Canada for good
everybody said.
healthcare.
Like, people say Canada's got good healthcare. What can I say?
Those people are lying. I think maybe they're. Are
fair
people
enough.
from
But
Canada
again-
saying that?
I don't know. It's just a very common thing that it's like it seems that anything that's brought up for the best healthcare around, Canada's always at the top as best healthcare. It
Man,
seems.
we need to get the angry Canadian in here so that he could give us his perspective. He actually lives in Canada,
Right.
but
Canadian. That's right. He
Yeah.
is Canadian. He can tell us: does Canadian healthcare suck, or is it the best out there?
yeah,
Got to hear from a Canadian ourselves. I don't know. I just hear that it's the best. Then again, like it's like, it. Well, by that logic, I guess it would depend. Like if Canadian healthcare is like free or something, I
it's
would want to
free.
say it's better. But at the same time, the UK has free
hold
healthcare,
on.
but you are on like long waiting lists, longer than America, UK, because they have free healthcare.
Wait. So
Hotshot currently hot.
if you go to,
you
if you
can't
go to, wait, hold on. So if you go to the dollar store,
David
you get
Studio
candy.
Animation.
Okay.
are you gonna assume that candy's
Said in
better
the
than what you
chat.
get from Walmart?
Your team
I'd say Canada is in between.
speaking, you might win.
Well, I mean, the dollar stores here, they sell the same candy that you would find at Walmart.
Yes, but you're gonna get less, right?
It's just more
less in
It's
quantity.
just more expensive.
Yeah, more expensive. See, the thing is, in general, you get what you pay for.
David Studio Animations.
So
Right.
the
said
cheaper it
in the
is,
chat.
the
It
worse
isn't
it's more
the
likely to
best,
be.
but it's still better than the USA's.
That is generally.
that's generally the case. Yeah, usually the cheaper something is, the worse.
Yes. The problem
But of
and
course,
the
it depends
conundrum,
on the
of course.
context of what it is.
Well, the conundrum, of course, is like, when it comes to accessibility, because you could have the best healthcare in the world, but if it all costs $500,000, that's not particularly useful. So, like,
Right.
the people who say, "Oh, healthcare is too expensive,"
it's
whatever,
like-
they
I mean,
have a
it's
point
kinda-
as well,
it
because
just-
they're not entirely wrong. But it's just a matter of like,
It
if
just
you want your
feels
healthcare
so
to be
funny.
good and high
It just
quality,
feels so funny. Right. I don't know. It just feels so funny to hear like America's supposed to be top healthcare or whatever. I mean, sure, maybe in I won't deny the technological advances are definitely probably above most places. However, it's locked behind such ridiculous paywall that most insurances won't cover. So it's like, sure, we might have the best healthcare in terms of like technology and what we're able to do with people now, but it's like, how many people can really afford it unless you're rich?
well,
And it's not
more
very
people,
common to be rich these days.
most people, in general, can afford some level of healthcare.
Right.
It's like, it really depends on what you've got going on. People are so complex and get themselves to all sorts of conundrums that
Hostile
they're
echelon concede
very, very
through
common
walls now.
procedures,
Consider
like
running
I don't
rather
know,
than
getting your
hiding.
teeth cleaned, that most people can afford.
Ammunition.
But then, like, if you get like a very like niche issue, like a rare cancer or something, then that's where you run into issues.
Right. Of course, it also depends on like the person yourself and your income as well. Of course, if you're on the lower spectrum of the income and don't have a whole lot of money, you might still be able to get some very basic health care, but you might have to, like, even with whatever insurance might not cover, right? You'll have to pay a good amount of money, but in most cases you can usually set up a payment plan to little by little pay that off. Which
Yeah,
can
well-
be helpful, which is helpful in a way, but it more or less depends on, are you getting all these things racked up, like you got to go to this doctor, that doctor, and like get all those bills and everything. Like it's not exactly a fun time.
Yeah, I mean, let me see. What? Still at the bottom of the leaderboard, of course. Someone has a 49 kill death ratio. That the person's got to be cheating. The person's got to be hacking. There's no
Yeah,
way.
That's 100% a hacker.
If 49% kill death ratio, like, that's impossible.
That's hacking, dude. That's literal aimbot. There's no way. I mean, using invincibility hacks or something.
That's absolutely
How the
absurd.
hell is somebody's hacking in a video game? Look at their KD ratio.
Literally 49. But hold on. Wait a second. Okay. So hold on. I've got to put a pause to the conversation because it is currently 9:45 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States of America. It is nearing the time for the stream to come to an end, and that means that our gameplay, our playing and career inside of X Defiant is about to come to a close as X Defiant is shut down by Ubisoft later on the next 24 hours. We've been here enjoying the game for as much as we can, but it's time for one final round, one last round of this game. I guess, bottoms up to that.
Yeah. He's drinking alcohol on stream.
Bro, this is Spindrift. This is Spindrift. Dang, man, you know me. You know.
No, I know. I don't touch alcohol anymore.
Yeah, bro, I was out here parading non-alcoholic beers at some point.
But I won't.
You what?
Legally, I am of age to drink, but I will not drink.
Them all.
You're 21?
No shiny object behind.
Yeah, but I will not drink.
I didn't know you were 21.
David
Stuff like
Studio Animations.
Run.
Said in the
Yeah,
chat.
it's we live in a
LMAO.
time. I'm getting older and I'm dying. Hey, each year that passes, you get closer to death. No.
Reloading.
Yeah.
Changing magazines.
It's something.
That's true. Wait, so why don't you drink
Allied
alcohol?
hotshot in our midst.
It's just incredibly toxic to your health, and it's not worth it. It's not.
That hasn't stopped all the cool people in the commercials.
sacrificing- Well, those people ain't cool. They're brain dead. No, alcohol is just like, nah, man. The risks far outweigh any sort of. Well, there's no benefit to it. The alcohol is just pure poison, and I'd prefer not to put that in my body.
Well, okay, but what if just like a little bit? Because like even the Bible says like, bro, drink
No,
a little
even
bit
then,
of
I wouldn't
alcohol.
want it. I don't want to touch it. I mean, I just don't want to touch it. It's just so bad for you, and like I see firsthand what that stuff does to people. It's just, nah. Look, you can take me to a pub and chill, but like I'll just grab a soda. I'm not gonna drink alcohol.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
And sure, that might make me boring by alcoholic standards, but
Really? No.
what they call it boring. I call it being smart about my health.
No, you can
So,
still
I
have
win.
fun. You can still have fun. Like
Oh yeah, you
I
can.
have
like,
hung out.
but
I've
what I'm
literally
saying is,
hung
you
out with
can
like a
have
group of like
Running around like
5 or
they're
6 people who were all like drunk, and I didn't drink anything, and we
Right, it's
we all
like-
had the same amount of fun. So it's like, I mean, to be fair, I just like
it's one of
constantly
those
cracking
things,
jokes
like,
and stuff.
I'm
But
just saying, like in general, I'm saying like you don't need to have alcohol or anything to socialize or fun. You don't need to.
yeah, that's true.
hotshot is on our side. Cheers for us.
Hey, I mean, let's think of it this way, like, especially like from a longevity standpoint, think of it this way: you are far more likely to live longer than somebody who drinks alcohol if you don't. Like, if you don't drink
Yeah.
alcohol versus somebody who does, you are far likely to live a lot longer. Alcohol, like, over time, like, yeah, you technically have alcohol in moderation, sure, but
Meaning that
even those little drinks over time, like, sure, you might have, I almost have a couple drinks on the weekend, fine, but those couple drinks on the weekend, as the years go on, it's still gonna add up, and it's still little by little gonna poison your system.
True.
And the same thing with like anything else, like cigarettes or vaping. Like, you think at first, like, oh, you feel so good at first, you might think, and you think you're not doing any harm to yourself, but but as it adds up one after another, you start developing a lot of health issues along the line. the thing is, like, a lot of young people just don't seem to understand that. They think they're invincible, right? So they'll slam the alcohol, the cigarettes, the vapes, the drugs, all that kind of stuff, because they think it's not gonna affect them in any negative way. Well, until it does.
Yeah.
They just think it's not gonna have any consequences later on down the line, but it will, and they're not gonna be fun.
Well, I think taking risks like that over time is normalized. It's not just.
It is.
It's not just with like alcohol and nicotine and stuff, but like soda, for example, is especially like sugar-free soda. Something is really not healthy for you. I mean, sugar's not great for you either, but like.
Right. It's one of those
what's it called?
Like,
aspartame or whatever.
Artificial. Right, so artificial sweeteners. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down for you, okay?
Okay.
Because I actually know a lot of science behind this. So basically, the reason why people are so hell-bent to tell you that artificial sweeteners are gonna give you cancer is because of this main reason. So, artificial sweeteners like aspartame, for example, right? No. So,
oh man, I'm disappointed.
Right? So, aspartame, right? Okay, so when you consume artificial sweeteners, when it goes into the body, your body converts that into methanol. Methanol is a compound that is supposedly like gives you cancer or something like that. But here's the fun catch. Are you ready for this? If you eat 3 eggs, three whole eggs, there is way more methanol in those 3 whole eggs than there is in 10 cans of diet soda. That's right. 10 cans. It would take you 10 cans of diet soda to equal the methanol content of 3 whole eggs. So you do not have to worry about diet soda giving you cancer. It's not. You would have to.
So does methanol give you cancer?
You would have to. Well. That's why people try to claim that it does. But if that was the case, then people would be getting cancer from eggs. But do you see eggs giving people cancer?
Well, it might be. Because people get cancer all the time and people, I don't know how this happened. But they just like roll with it, get the chemo, because at that point it's too late.
Well, it's not I can tell you this, it's not real whole food giving you cancer. It's not artificial sweeteners giving you cancer. So basically, long story short, the whole artificial sweetener thing and the cancer link, all that kind of stuff, it's a myth. Now here's the thing. Now I suppose if you drank, if you drank hundreds of diet soda, you'd have to drink hundreds every day for years upon years, like decades, hundreds for decades to even worry about getting a bit of cancer.
Dang.
So long story short, you don't have to fear it. It's fine. I personally, I've come more accustomed to diet drinks opposed to normal sugar drinks anyway. One, in milk, I like the taste a lot more, but it's also a great way for me to enjoy
the taste is better?
I personally like it more on some sodas than others. It just seems that way. I kind of prefer it a bit more. But basically, like, think of it. I like the diet sodas especially. Like, let's just take for example Mountain Dew, right? I could enjoy a Mountain Dew zero sugar.
By the way, this is how you wrap up. This is how you wrap up a gaming career. By winning. We won the round, boys. Let's go. Let's go. This was very, very fun. Ubisoft. Here, hold on. Wait. Ubisoft.
You got a big W win.
Ubisoft, make Siege X like this game. Make it like this game, because this game is an absolute W. There we go. I had to tell him.
Good stuff, huh?
Let's see. Hold on. Wait. Before this game completely shuts down. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna check my progression. See where I ended up.
Wonder why shutting the game down.
Why? They didn't make enough money.
Yeah, I kind of wonder why they're shutting down. Enough players?
Yeah, not enough players and not enough money.
Oh, of course. Everything links back to money, huh?
Well, yeah. But I think they also didn't promote the game very well. That led to low player base. If they had a lot more players, then they wouldn't have had to worry about any of that. So, how do I even see my progress? Oh, my player level's 21. You see that there. Hold on.
Yeah, all good games come to an end.
Yep. Career stats.
This game was free, right?
Yeah, the game is free. Unranked. This is my player stats. My win ratio is 0.85. Score per minute is 246. Kill death ratio is 0.30, which is, yeah, that's how I play. I'm pretty bad. Skill rating is 100
put a lot of hours.
360.
Like, a lot of time into this game.
Not really. Like total. Let me see. Oh no, total I've only put in like 2 hours. There's no way I only put 2 hours into this game. Yeah, 5 hours. That looks closer.
It's
score per minute, kill death ratio. Kill death ratio is just sitting there at the bottom.
Rest in peace to a game.
It didn't move at all. Skill rating kind of stayed steady there. Accuracy, it jumped up. That's cool. That's cool. Wait, what if I go to the last 10 games? Accuracy is kind of zigzagging, but it stayed up high. This is kind of cool. This is a nice way to look at your stats. Oh yeah, progression. Yeah.
Oh my god, accuracy was always.
All right.
God.
All right. Well, to you, XDefiant, I say 07. Farewell.